Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Design here. Welcome back to a brand new awesome video for today. Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to become a faster builder, how to build faster, and how to build more efficiently. You guys don't know who I am. My name is Design. I upload Fortnite videos on my YouTube channel, gameplay tutorials, tips and tricks, all that good stuff. I do also live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Design D. I am a Twitch affiliate on there. We're gonna get in some sub emotes from someone I contacted on Twitter, so get some more sub emotes, get the grind going. Right now I'm just recording a video, guys, help you guys out how to build faster, trying to get more content on the channel as well. Let's get right into it. Okay, if you guys are wondering why my game looks like this, it's because I'm playing stretch res. You know, stretch res is 1444 by 1080, you know, epic view distance, all that's good stuff. You know how we do it up in. So also I personally like it like this. Helps you with your aim, makes the game run a lot better, especially, you know, get them a 400 FPS, even though it's like an empty lobby. 300 plus, you get when you do games like 150 to 250 around there, depending what you're looking at. Now I'll do a video tutorial on how to do that later. Actually, I did record one earlier, but it was all messed up with the audio, so I didn't bother uploading it at all. So right now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to build. But the one thing I do want to get over is my keybinds. You know, play with keybinds you're comfortable with. I recommend, you know how there's 4 build items in the game. It's the wall, floor, ramp, and cone. And if you want to count the trap, then yeah, I recommend having 2 of your buildings on your keyboard, 2 of them on your mouse. For me, that's what I have. I have wall as my cue. And then for me, my brain works this way to make me feel like the ramp should be in the front part of the mouse. Front button right. I used to press my ramp, so the ramp right there. And then the floor, of course, is the bottom one. And then the cone, I have my C. C for cone, you know, no big deal, right? And then I have F as well as my edit, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to edit faster in another video. You know, for me, I've been playing Fortnite 3 on and off, but just recently, within the past month, I've been almost every day. I got pretty good at build. Got some wins here and there, and I was able to get completely good at the game. It's exciting, pretty awesome. All right, so how to build faster. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys how the basic builds you guys should learn, that every Fortnite player should learn, which is the 90-degree turn and the ramp run. Okay. First 90-degree turn. I recommend you guys do both. You know, I'll show you guys the left 90s. Oh, excuse me. That's the left triple 90 right there. I am wearing it. Right? Pretty funny, right? Pretty crazy. Hello? I don't think I should put a noise gate on. Hold on. Hopefully it sounds good. I've been talking pretty loud, but now I take out my noise gate so I can make sure that I'm not cutting off at all. So right there, I'm wearing it's 3 90-degree turns right there to the left. Be careful putting your roof on yourself. See with the camera angle. Again, maybe I'll like benefit you if you're trying to protect yourself. Those are the 3 90-degree turns to the right, as you see where I'm looking. How you guys basically do that right there? Let me just roll up. I'm just rolling up my sleeves, guys. Give me just 1 second so that I can feel comfortable when I'm playing. I'm gonna probably get a sports sleeve and be like TSM Myth, you know, a little basketball sleeve and stuff, but that does help a lot. If you're wearing a long sleeve, it will mess up your friction if you're playing arm grip. So basically, you guys want to know how to do both of the turns, because let's say there's someone building right here to your left. You want to be able to make sure you have your walls towards him, you know, so they're constantly towards him. You know, face him right. You want to make sure that you do have your walls facing towards him so he's getting shot, because if you're over here trying to fight a guy that's to your left, that comes out of nowhere, and then you do it to your right, look it, you're exposed right here, boom, and then you're right here. Unless you cover your whole wall and you're exposed, you're basically exposed for the first turn. It's better to do it when he is do it to the side that he's on. So doing the right 90s while the guy's on your left, not necessarily a good idea unless you plan on covering yourself all the way. So that's why you got to learn how to do both, you know. So to do the left 90-degree turn, you're gonna want to be on the right side of the ramp, opposite side. Usually when you do 1v1s, it's like this, and then when they let go, this is just for 1v1s. You should practice 1v1s as well. I'll help you become a better builder. You go up 1, 2, and then you do 3 90s, and then you do your right 90s, you know. So right as you basically what I did right there was, I'll take this down real quick. It's you're on the right side. You're looking right here, making sure your camera angle's like this. I never actually like analyzed what my angles are. I kind of just learned how to do it just by watching, kind of mimicking it. I never really like actually oh shit. I never actually like took and analyzed my camera angle, so I'm trying to go and explain as along as I do the 90. So right here, I'm on the right side. If the first thing I want to do is put a wall. This is the easiest way I do it. Put a wall, another wall, the wall. As you're jumping, put your floor in the ramp, right? Create better structurability. But obviously, this is during a 1v1. It's a little bit different when you actually do play in a build fight or like an actual game. So every situation is gonna be different. So you have to adapt and all that. There's like no set building, but you should know what to use in certain situations that comes up. But if you're in a 1v1, which you should practice your 90s on and your builds on, you'd be turning once right here, boom, and then you're gonna stay on the right side of the ramp. Okay, I'm right here, boom, boom, and like I kind of like push myself towards the wall right here. Oops, I messed up. I push myself kind of towards the wall. See, like that, right? So I can stay right here, and then I have my wall, and then I kind of like I press like W and D at the same time as I Q with my left ring finger, and as I place my walls, I'm jumping right here like that, right? I'm kind of like going like a motion like boom, 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 and I'm kind of like pushing myself as I'm jumping. I'm like pushing myself right here, right? Making sure your camera angle's good. So you're going back again, boom. And obviously there's jump fatigue. So after three jumps, you're gonna slow down. So I wouldn't, if you try to go for 4, that's what it would look like if you go for 4. 1, 2, 3. That'd be like all scuff, and then you reset. You get like really jump fatigue, and you end up like, watch. You see, you end up like that, not jumping too high. And Fortnite Save the World, I remember a lot of people used to practice building on there because they bought the game. There was no playground or anything like that. So it ended up being that people would practice on there, and there would be no jump fatigue though, so people get used to it, and it would mess them up in a build fight. I think that'll be okay. But basically, you want to be careful of jump fatigue. If you're gonna do your 90s, do 1, 2, 3, and then go 1 up, and then do whatever side they're on. 1, 2, 3. You mess up, go right here, boom. You want to make sure you don't jump after your 3. It'll mess you. You'll end up Harry Pottering yourself, or putting cone over your head, or something like a wall over your head and all that stuff. So that's how you do the left 90s. For the right 90s, it's the same thing, but literally opposite side. It's like being ambidextrous. You know, it's good. Like, it's more advantage to being ambidextrous as a basketball player. I wouldn't say football player, but if you're ambidextrous, you're less predictable. Even though most of the people in your lobby don't know who you are, they have no idea who you are. They just see you as a player in the game, so they don't know. They just like see. They'll just read you. If they'll notice it though, they'll pick it up. Oh, this guy only knows how to do left 90s. They'll pick it up. Like, a good player will be able to pick it up, you know. So being able to do both will make you more as a diverse player, and will make you more of a kind of like a threat. You know, it'll make you that much better of a player. If that person only knows how to do left 90s and you know you do both, then it's like really, it's kind of like it's a decent skill gap, you know. And basketball players, I had a friend in high school. His name is Jason. I'm not gonna say his last name, but he was short. He was a point guard. He was good, and he got varsity freshman year. not because he's ambidextrous, but he was left-handed, and he was able to. It was hard for other players to play against that. A high majority of basketball players were left-handed or right-handed, right-hand dominant, and he was left-hand dominant. So that kind of gave him a really big advantage. But imagine if he was 6'8", ambidextrous. Just from that, with his skill alone, would have made him an amazing basketball player. Unfortunately, the world's got to him, and he's not that height. He's pretty short. He's like 5'5" or something like that. 5'5", probably 5'6", 5'7". Short dude, but it's all right. You know, he's a good basketball player. So going to this game, being able to be ambidextrous really does help. So we're gonna do a right 90. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes you gotta make sure the angle's good. Oh, it's right there. Harry Potter and myself. For me, I like doing left 90s more. Oh, excuse me, right there. Because like I kind of like, it's more of a flow for me. So, but you have to become ambidextrous, you know. So we're gonna learn here to get 1, 2. Be careful putting a cone in your head. I think what happens is that like I don't switch to my ramp. Like when you put my ramp down, I place it up on top of me as I look down. So I'm gonna do during the triple bits, so wall, floor instead of in looking down, you know. So you gotta be careful putting this over your head and stuff like that. We'll do one more time. Okay, did it again. You gotta be aware of your triple build, so it's like boom, 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 boom. I just Harry Potter to myself. There you go. So it's kind of like a up circular motion. It's like that. Kind of like a M or N. It's like an N. You know, it's like going like this. It's like boom, one, drawing, kind of like drawing it, because like as the angle changes, it's like you're right here looking up, and then you go on. You could either put the wall right here or not. Floor, ramp. Some people don't put their floors, but that will help you get pushed up so you don't Harry Potter yourself with the roof. Right there, boom. Sometimes like, you gotta make sure your angle's correct, because you'd be like this, right? That's what's gonna happen. You gotta make sure your angle's good. When you're putting your floor, make sure you're looking down. Sometimes you'll end up like not putting this wall, and that's fine too. That's not a big deal. See right there, boom. That's how you do your right and left 90s right there, guys. Now I'm going to show you guys the other essential to building fast, to build faster and to become more versatile when you're in a game, is the ramp rush. There's multiple ways you can do the ramp rush. Like some people, I remember the first one needs to be just the single ramp. Only like never do maybe like maximum of 2, but 3 is like a little bit iffy, because you do get slowed down when you get taken down. You know, obviously, like there's no, and it's not stable. It's not a stable ground unless you connect it to their building, but they could easily shoot the bottom of it down. Same thing with this one. Even though it's 2, they could easily just shoot it down, like no problem, right? Like, so you want to be able to create some foundation for them, right? Of course. Basically, the best and most versatile one you would want to use, the more consistent one you want to use, and the easiest one you want to use is going to be the ramp, wall, floor. You know, in this, you know, so as you're building up, you're doing the ramp. You grab your floor, you place it down, and then your wall. And you know, it's easier if on PC. Once again, making sure your binds are to your comfortability, being able to press everything. You know, don't worry about your building. Like maybe play public games, or maybe practice on here. Either one would work, but I recommend you like 1v1. Just force yourself to get used to your keybind. Don't change it. Like to get keybinds that you think are comfortable to you. I'll be making a video about that, and get keybinds that you feel like work for you. You know, make sure analyze your own keybinds right now and see if like what's uncomfortable. Maybe it would be easier if you had it like this. For me, I made it my keybinds like this because whatever it had, like F1, F2, F3 is like, I think I could like bind my F key to edit. Z is my pickaxe. Like I could easily press it, no big deal. And like super easy. X is my trap, easy. Just grab my index finger off of D, just press it real quick. I'm able to press it just move it real quick, and being able to press it really easily and quick. C is my cone. Mouse button's perfect. Like, you know, I used to have G502. I still have it, but I used to have my edit on there as well. So it's like kind of like doing this a lot, and then all I have to do is basically do like either do this, like move my thumb back as you can see, or do this. But most of the time I'm just doing this, you know, like that's not really that big of a deal. as I'm using the front part of my thumb and the back part of my thumb, you know? It's really easy to press, super simple. Like, it's honestly my best keybinds, but you guys got to use what keybinds are comfortable for you, for what you have and what you're able to run. Some people have like multiple buttons on the side, like Daquan. I recommend that I don't recommend that mouse for me, but personal preference and comfortability is what's key to become a faster builder in this game. So again, double the ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall. Yeah, ramp, floor, wall in that order. You could also do, some people do this. Oh, that's the reason why I don't do wall first. I do, some people, when you're right here, I feel like you're like, I feel like it's not as good to do it like that, because I'm gonna show you guys another way as well, because you're like rushing to put it down, you know, instead of like, and kind of the order is a little off. It's like you're reaching, it's like in a way, it's like when you're putting the ramp, it's like you're right here instead of putting the floor easily like that, and then the wall, because the wall is the furthest thing to place. It's like you're reaching for the wall and you have to get to the point where you're in the middle of the ramp, like around like right here, and then you put the floor as you're moving up, because obviously when you're running, you're moving fast, you're running, especially if you have auto run on it. Like that's what I have. I don't have shift as my run. I have that as my crouch, excuse me. When you do the wall first, it's like you're reaching over and you could actually potentially wall yourself off and ruin your rush. Putting the floor down first after the ramp is more versatile, because you have like the foundation to put your wall already by the time you're right here. Like you're doing it in the right order, because that's how it's like, that's how it's coming out, you know. You do your ramp to create the foundation, you put the floor for that, and you put the wall. So they're shooting your wall and then they shoot your floor off too, you know. It's a lot better than doing the wall first, because like you're reaching over just to pull this, to look down, pull back. It's kind of like a stressful, it's like, you know, readjusting your, like you have to readjust your aim. So all it is like this, you're just looking down, all calm, like no big deal, you know. But this one, you're like that. Like you have to look all the way down to make sure you get that wall down, or else you end up Harry Pottering yourself, right? Let's go all the way down. Let's go back down. I can see right there. There's also another way to do it, and I don't know. I think his name's King Richard. He does it like this. So this is, I think he obviously starts off with the, I guess that works too, with the ramp, and he does the floor first, ramp then wall. That's also another way to do it if you're comfortable. Sometimes you end up doing like this when you're doing that, or like you end up like doing, like putting a floor behind you as you're up here. But it's like, it works too, but you might end up Harry Pottering yourself and going through your own ramp, right? For this one, you don't really have to look down. You just kind of just do it. Like, see, as you can see right here, I'm just like, you have to kind of look at an angle though. Kind of like a little bit down. I like a 30, 40 degree angle. I really don't know my angle that much. Like, you just basically kind of like look down, and you don't really have to think about like doing this. But whatever's comfortable. I like the rhythm of being able to look down, kind of just like up, and then, you know, kind of like that. Instead, like with this one, you just basically just look down and then you do it. Like, yeah, whatever works for you guys. You put your floor, ramp, wall, ramp, floor, wall. But it's either one. You either switch between the order between the ramp and the floor, being first ramp then floor, or floor then wall then ramp. That's like the best way to do this. So they're the two best ways. The other one, you put the ramp, wall, then floor. It's really terrible. I do not recommend that at all. There's another rush where you're like right here. Let's see. Let me see if I could do it. It's like you put this and then your floor. It's like really complicated. It's kind of like, it creates a better structure, because you are like able to have like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of protection, but at the same time, it's really complicated to do, and I wouldn't recommend. I barely see it, but if you're able to pull it off and get the rhythm to it and actually practice it, then it's like, I guess it's a good way to do it, right? But actually, what you guys would want to do next for another ramp rush, you know, remember the double ramp wall? Remember when Myth used to do this? Oh, see, that's a little complicated now. I remember I had a hard time doing it consistently, but I feel like for me, this is a much easier, because it's more the rhythm to me, because I never accidentally block myself. But this the standard double ramp wall push, and this was like so revolutionary, dude. I remember like when in season 3, when I used to be really trash can at the game, people would always do that shit. I'm like, whoa, I was trying to shoot it down. It's like, dang, you know, that's really crazy. But the effectiveness of the first ramp push is like a little bit more stable, a little bit more easy, a little bit less of like this. It's more like just like easy like this, or just looking down at an angle consistently, depending on what order you want to put it on. But the most, like, this thing will burn your mats, especially with the new update where it's like only cap of 500 mats, but you do get mats faster. Like the new, like, and another way to do a ramp rush is when you do basically the double ramp, but with the wall floor as well. So like, you're doing it a little faster, you know. It's like less of like, you have to do it fast while you're running, otherwise you're gonna end up like doing it slow. And it's like pretty complicated if you don't know how to use it. So always set up with like the two ramps and 2 walls and 2 floors. Make sure you have a good foundation, because if sometimes I do this too, where I end up doing like 1 ramp and then I do this, basically, right? And then you could easily just shoot this one down. They know where to shoot. See, just like that. So when you're rushing like in solo squads or just against a squad or multiple people, it's really good to do like the double ramp floor wall. Basically, do 2 ramps, and when you're right here, do 2 floors, and then your 2 walls, right? That's like, in this situation, doing the wall second, or second, instead of the floor being second after the ramp, you will Harry Potter yourself. You will block yourself. Like, watch. Look, that's what will happen. You know, turbo, you got to use, like, capitalize on turbo building, you know? You're going to end up putting a floor on yourself, unless you're doing that intentionally, you know, trying to get, like, a good, like, play. But, like, really a standard double ramp rush against a team, you want to do the 2 ramps, 2 floors, 2 walls, right? So, basically, this is how it looks like if you're doing it full speed. Something you might not get it right. Sometimes you might have to go back and replace it and all that. So as you can see right there, right? Pretty stable, pretty consistent. As I'm going up, double ramp, double floor, double wall, kind of like wall, or ramp, wall, floor, or floor, wall, right? See, so I'm doing boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm holding my turbo build as well. I'm not like clicking individually. I'm just holding my turbo build basically. I'm just basically drawing it out. So I'm like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes they accidentally put it like this. And it's not necessarily bad, but like, since there's capping at 500 mats, you burn your mats like crazy. Especially if you do this and you accidentally place this wall right here, it'll be like, okay, I guess, but creates more of a foundation at the same time. But you got to watch your mats, you know, you'll burn like crazy. That's already 20, 40, 20, 40, 60 mats just burned right there. Right? That's 1 ramp push. 120 already. 3. So you only want to do 3 high, 3 or 4 high, depending. And then it really helps. Look at the foundation. Like, they're gonna be like, whoa, they wouldn't know what to do. It's like really hard to shoot it down. And then if they're trying to shoot down your building, you're gonna be able to be higher than them and get your shots off on them as well. For the last ramp rush, it's a little bit awkward. It's really solid. I've not had a chance to use it, and I actually died in a game. Like, it was like, the guy was sitting in a 1x1, and I tried doing this, and it was by Wailing Woods. He was on a tower, and I was going to circle, and I tried rushing this guy with this method, and I messed up. And I'll show you like right now, like, basically how to do this. So this is like a ramp wall, but with the cone. You know how people do this? Oh. How they do they put the cone on top of themselves, like, or like they'll do this, like that basically. So there's also another way to do it. It's like really aggressive, and it works really well too. But that's also another way. I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. But this other method is a double ramp wall with the cone, and you don't have to edit it out. So basically, you start off like this, right? So you go up, cone. When you're right here, you want to stay on like on the edge, like on the edge of each ramp. Put in your wall, draw your wall right there, boom. And then you're right here. Make sure you draw your wall. Ramp, boom. See, it's a little bit harder when you have the camera angle like that though, because you could actually not like put up your wall and you end up falling through. So right here, a wall, cone. You put your wall when you're up here, because if you put your wall right here, you're gonna end up doing this, right? Oh, and if you mess up a little bit, like it's gonna mess you up. See, it's pretty awkward, right? See right? Oh, see right there, exactly. I did not successfully put the wall. So that caused me to like I did this and then it just did this, right? It didn't place the wall, so that's how I died. I was rushing this guy. Like I did that exactly, and I fell through. Super risky. Like if you guys could get this method down, like it would be really good. But it's like you would never really need to use it unless you're trying to rush like a mountain with like a full squad on there, you know. So let's say you have to draw right here, like that. You kind of like make sure you draw your wall. You gotta make sure like you gotta hold your wall out and don't do it too quick, you know. Yeah, you rather like kind of like fall, because when you do it like this, and then you take out your ramp, you're gonna be like that, right? But if you have your wall out, you should be good. So make sure. See how I caught myself? Even like if I mess up, it's better to like catch yourself with the ramp than placing the ramp and having it like Harry Potter, you know, like that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, see, but that's why it's a little risky. Like it could easily mess up. So that's one way to do another ramp rush right there. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to. One last thing I'm gonna be showing you guys to do is like the single ramp rush with the cone. Let's say your enemy is like right here in that spot right there. You know, you're gonna want to be like, you're gonna cover yourself with a cone at the wall. See, you might mess it up though. You know, you might like sometimes it's like super hard to get it all the time because you would kind of mess up it because you won't be able to put your wall down sometimes. It's like gonna be really confusing, so you gotta practice that. You know, boom. Maybe trick them a little bit. You want to basically when you're doing the edit, you could either just do one side or do both like that. You know, be pressuring you. Maybe when you're like right here and they pressure you, you could do that. And then when they stop shooting, you do this, and then you do your 90. Like what I showed you guys, and then you're still rushing them. You put your wall. But they're gonna be trying to shoot you, right? Having your cone down, you just spam on your turbo build will allow you to be able to do either one of these plays. Like you could either edit out, or you could even do the scissor jump, like as you can see right here. You do that, and then do something like that, right? You can do many things with the cone rush. You know, all it is basically just a single ramp, and then you just put a cone on your head and make sure you're able to edit quickly. You're right here, boom. Oh, make sure you boom, boom. Make sure you cone yourself, and then and make sure when you place down your cone, like you want to be about like right here to edit it, because like if you're right here and you end up doing this, like it's like, oh shit, you have to like try and edit it. You have to like look down at the actual tile, you know. And if you do the double edit right here, like you have to make sure you're at a decent distance to do this, you know. You have to. That's why there's like editing courses to practice stuff like that, you know. So when you're rushing someone, most of the time you're only gonna need the single cone, you know. And make sure that you have your ramp out after you edit, because sometimes like you would want to like build right away because you still have your building out. Because like you'll end up doing this. Watch, you do this, you edit through. Oh, so I just did it. I have a habit of doing it correctly, so you just end up doing this, and then you end up putting your cone back, right? So yeah, after you put your cone, you want to edit through and then switch to your wall right away. So yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video on how to edit faster. If you guys want to see more videos just like this, over to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys like best, what you guys want to see. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. All those great things are linked in the description below. I do live stream on Twitch 4 to 6 days a week. Usually the days I upload a video are the days I'm not streaming because I have work and stuff like that. Because, you know, I'm on that grind. I really want to do YouTube full time. Love making Fortnite videos, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.